Call to order of zoning appeals for October 13th, 2025. Start with the first item on the agenda is the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I'd like to introduce Doug Peters. Doug is a Greenwood resident who has volunteered to be on the board to help you guys out for the next couple of years. And I think he probably told everybody
Yeah, everybody is aware.
that Ken has decided to retire after many years of service. So I've got a certificate of appreciation I'd like to read to you.
Thank you, sir.
Wrong distance. There's a certificate of appreciation presented to Kenneth Knarcher in recognition of the city of Greenwood. We would like to extend our thanks and our heartfelt appreciation to Kenneth Knarcher for his service as not only a member, but as the president of the Board of Zoning Appeals. His exceptional ability to communicate effectively with the public has fostered a welcoming and transparent environment during what can be a somewhat new and intimidating experience for many people. Additionally, Kenneth Knarcher has consistently shown kindness and respect to the staff, making a positive impact on our team. His dedication and leadership have greatly contributed to the community, and we are truly grateful for his efforts. Given this day, the 13th day of October, 2025, Mark W. Myers, Mayor.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Make it my pleasure to serve you and your predecessor for some of them. I think this is my 24th year, so wow. Been through a lot of changes on this board.
And seeing a lot of changes in the city.
Seen a lot of changes in the city. So
Thank you very much.
appreciate that. It's been my pleasure.
Equally appreciate it. The doors always open if you have any.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next up will be approval of the minutes from the September 22nd, 2025 meeting.
President, I recommend we approve the minutes from September 22nd, 2025.
Motion by Mr. Peters, second by Mr. Milborn. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Any other special requests or continuances?
No, but I did want to announce I don't want to say new planner because Nikki's been here since 2020, much longer than any of the rest of us, but this is her first night of meetings. So this is Nikki Mueller. She will be popping in from time to time. We're going to be going on a rotation. So
nice.
You'll have two of us, you just don't know which two.
Oh,
It's a surprise.
Okay.
We gave a night off, so
well deserved.
he needs it.
Well, nice meeting you, and good luck with the rest of these folks. All right, and then we'll move on to findings of fact. BZA 2025-028. This was Petitioner Eric Prime on behalf of Emerson Wilson Investors for property at 795 North Emerson Avenue.
In consideration of the statutory criteria, I move that we adopt the written findings of fact as presented, incorporating the evidence submitted into record as our final decision and final action for variance petition number BZA 2025-028.
Motion by Mr. Mull, second by Mr. Peters. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. BZA 2025-031. This was a development standards variance for petitioner Krista Taggart on behalf of Anderson Hauser for property at 2350 Indus Place.
In consideration of the statutory criteria, I move that we adopt the written findings of fact as presented, incorporating the evidence submitted into the record as our final decision and final action for variance petition number 2025-031.
Motion by Mr. Milburn, second by Mr. Mull. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. BZA 2025-032. This was a development standards variance from petitioner Thomas Vander Lutgaren on behalf of Sri Vignaharta LLC for property at 1499 American Way.
In consideration of the statutory criteria, move that we adopt the written findings of fact as presented, incorporating the evidence submitted into the record as our final decision and final action for variance petition number BZA 2025-032.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. The last one is BZA 2025-033. This is a development standards variance from petitioner Eric Prime on behalf of Davis Homes for property at 800 block of Combs Road, east side.
In consideration of statutory criteria, I move that we adopt the written findings of fact as presented, incorporating the evidence submitted into the record as our final decision, final action for variance petition number BZA 2025-033.
Motion by Ms. Peters, second by Mr. Milburn. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Next up is old business. We have BZA 2025-026. This is a development standards variance for 202 West Wiley Street. Petitioner is Catherine Woodward, requesting relief from 3 sections of the Unified Development Ordinance. Number 1, to allow a fence within 2 feet of a sidewalk. Number 2, to allow a fence up to 6 feet in height in the front yard. And number 3, to allow a fence in a front yard of a residential use to be less than 50% transparent. Anyone wishing to speak to this, please stand and be sworn in by our secretary.
Do you swear on finish perjury? That's what's true to the best of your knowledge.
And is there anyone online for this particular docket? Okay, seeing none, you can approach. Is everything in order?
Everything is in order and in our files.
All right.
I submit a copy of the Greenwood comprehensive plan
Write your name and address for the record.
Catherine Woodward, 202 West Wiley Street, Greenwood, Indiana, 46142.
Ms. Woodward, tell us why you're here.
I am here to ask that the variance be approved for the privacy fence that exists at that house. It's for safety, privacy, and property security. That house is on the corner of Wiley and Smart, which is very trafficky, and the foot traffic there is heavy as well. I mean, a lot of the times when they have events downtown, people park on that street, and we have family that visits with small children and pets and things like that. Just exposing them to the public in that way makes me a little uncomfortable. And I'm not sure that we would have probably, I don't know about the situation with buying that house if it wasn't for the fence right there like it is on that corner. And it definitely, like I said, we have family and friends that are over a lot, and it really does protect our privacy for how we're using the backyard, whether it's gardening or cooking out or things like that. So general safety and security of the house.
Okay. And you submitted answers to the statutory criteria that was reflected in the staff report. Did you see those answers, and do you confirm those are the answers you submitted?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add before I ask staff for their comments?
No, thank you.
Okay, and we'll have staff comment, and then you'll have a chance to reply, and then the board will ask questions after that.
Ready?
Yep.
So you probably remember this better than I do because I was not here when you came for your pool variance, which was earlier this summer. That was granted, correct? Okay. So this is around the swimming pool. As staff, we've run into this a few times with corner lots and fences. You've seen pictures of it. It's not, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's not a bad location. And I believe it was there when you purchased the house. So just want to point that out.
We did, as it reads in this document, we did get a lot of positive feedback from the neighbors from it as well. If that helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking fence, but it unfortunately doesn't meet our code, and staff has been consistent in recommending denial for any fences that do not meet the code. So nothing, really nothing other than that from staff.
Okay. Mrs. Woodward, anything else you want to add before I close it and ask the board for their questions?
No, just thank you for your time and consideration.
Okay, you can stay there because the board may have questions for you. So I'll close the public hearing, Mr. Mole, any questions?
No, I live around there, and I like it. I think it looks really nice compared to what was originally there, so. And for safety, I'm glad the fence is actually back from the intersection, because it's actually makes it pretty easy to see around it, so.
Mr. Milburn? Mr. King? No. Ms. Peters?
I had a couple of questions, mostly for the city. Across the street, they also have a fence that looks about the same height. Is that something we approved already, or was it grandfathered, or what was the story?
I honestly don't know. It's quite likely it was pre-code.
Because I noticed it's out of that white plastic material on the fence.
We don't issue fence permits, so we have no idea when fences go up, and sometimes they just appear, and unless someone complains about it, it's not at the top of our list of anything to be checking for.
And then, if I heard correctly, the fence was up before they bought the house.
Yes,
So this fence has been up quite a long time.
actually it hasn't. You purchased the house late last year, early this year,
In March.
March.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was sometime last year or the year prior.
Yeah, we looked at different aerial photos and could see sometime in the past year or so.
So this didn't come up before we bought the house. We never looked at this issue before.
We had, it hadn't been brought to anyone's attention that I know of.
And there was no prior fence that you replaced?
It was a chain link fence around the property. It's pretty bad.
But should we tell when the fence was put up?
When this one was put up, I would say from what the pictures I've seen at sometime last year.
But prior to your purchase of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think the fence looks nice, and I do understand the need for the privacy and protection, and with the pool, the practical difficulty there of having a little more transparency is not necessarily what you want the public looking into while you're out there doing that, so I do understand that as well. Anything else from the board? All right, seeing none, I will take a motion to admit all the evidence into the record.
Chairman, I move that we admit all the evidence presented in regard to this matter, including the notices, receipts, maps, photographs, written documents, petitioner's application, and attachments. Petitioner's detailed statement of reasons, the staff report prepared by the planning department, certified copies of the UDO, and comprehensive plan, testimony of petitioner, city planning staff, and entry administrators, and all their exhibits presented be they oral written for consideration by this board in regard to this petition, which includes testimony of those present this evening.
Motion by Mr. Mole, second by Mrs. Peters. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. I'll take a motion on request number 1 to allow for a fence within 2 feet of the sidewalk.
I move that we approve this request with no conditions.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Number 2, to allow a fence up to 6 feet in height in a front yard.
I move that we approve this request with no conditions.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. And then number 3, to allow a fence in a front yard of residential use to be less than 50% transparency.
I move that we approve this request with no conditions.
Motion by Mr. Mole, second by Mr. Milborn. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion also carries 5-0. I will take a motion to direct the Corporation's Council to draft written findings of fact.
Having considered the statutory criteria, move that we direct the Corporation Council's office to draft written findings of fact regarding our decision on variance request presented in variance petition number BZA 2025-026. Said findings to specifically incorporate the staff report and the evidence submitted into the record for consideration and adoption by the Board of Zoning Appeals as our final decision of final action regarding this petition at our next meeting.
Motion by Mrs. Peters, second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. You are welcome to, well, you don't need to do anything. You're good now. We will actually take final action in 2 weeks. You don't need to be here. So,
Thank you all.
thank you. All right, any old business from the floor? Seeing none, we will move on to new business. First up is BZA 2025-035. This is a development standards variance for 6822 North US 31. Petitioner is Thomas Hopkins on behalf of Grace Assembly of God, requesting relief from 3 sections of the Unified Development Ordinance. Number 1 is to allow a traffic direction sign to exceed 3 feet in height. Number 2, to allow a traffic direction sign to exceed 6 feet in area. And number 3, to allow on-premises signs to allow a monument sign to not have a brick or stone base. Is everything in order?
Everything is in order and in our files.
Submit a copy of the Greenwood comprehensive plan, Unified Development Ordinance.
Right. Name and address for the record. Well, sorry. All those wishing to present, please be sworn in by our secretary. And is anyone online for this petition? Seeing none now, name and address for the record.
I'm Thomas Hopkins. I'm with Science Solutions, 505 Commerce Parkway West Drive, Greenwood, Indiana, 46143.
Excellent. And tell us why you're here, Mr. Hopkins.
I'm here on behalf of Grace Assembly of God. They're actually now called Grace House. A few months ago, they came to us with a project. They are rebranding to Grace House. Part of that project was these exterior directional signs. We're not on the code. They designed the signs. We told them that they were not to code. They said they wanted to proceed anyways and see if they get approval for them. The signs are designed to match up with their aesthetic. They did an interior project as well, so everything kind of flows together. They wanted to tie them together. We believe they look very nice.
Okay. And you have seen that the answers in the staff report to the statutory criteria are what you submitted?
Yes.
Again, anything else you want to add before I ask staff for their comments? Okay, staff.
Thank you. Staff did recommend denial of all 3 variances. All 3, for the reason that they did not quite rise to the standard of for receiving the variance in terms of the practical difficulty. I think there's anything terribly problematic with any of the signs. They look nice. They are just larger than what our code allows. And it's hard to find the reason to recommend approval since there isn't necessarily that difficulty in meeting the size requirement for a directional sign. Same with the base for the monument sign that's going to be out by Bush Hill Road. Just nothing severe, just doesn't quite meet that threshold.
Okay. Would you like to respond to that and why the signs need to be so large?
Truthfully, no. That's what they designed. It's what they liked. I think the code was for much smaller signs. I will say, from personal experience, a larger sign's easier to read. I think it makes things safer. They need it, but they wanted it, so right. They look nice.
Okay, I will close the public hearing. Mr. Mole, questions?
So for these signs, where exactly are they going? Like, are they gonna be right up on the drives, or they can back a little bit? Like,
The one on Bush Hill Road is,
Okay, do we have a,
Oh, you're good. Okay, go ahead.
the one on Bush Hill Road's, like 25 plus feet off the road. That's their new entrance, I believe. So they wanted something for people coming that direction. All the other signs are on their campus, just a couple feet from the road as they go around. It's kind of a circular campus. Just directing people around.
so can I ask, remind me, what's the maximum height that we typically?
Maximum height for a directional sign is 3 feet. The maximum size is 6 square feet.
by 2 feet.
Yeah.
And these are 6 feet tall.
Or, I want 8 total.
8 by. How wide are they?
A little less than 4, I believe.
What is it?
So that's 40 inches wide.
Oh, it's 40, okay, I was looking for the width.
5 feet tall. Oh, plus
That's
the
the
base,
monument
plus the
side.
base.
The one on Push Hill
8
Road
feet.
is 5 feet tall. But all the rest are 8 feet tall.
Mr. Milburn?
No,
Mr. King?
Typically, I'm supportive of campus signage, but it almost sounds like they didn't care. So I don't know that the statutory criteria can be met to grant the variances, and right now, I gotta say, I don't know that I would.
Mr. Peters?
I have to agree that the practical difficulties has not even remotely been met for either of the 3 different variance requests. I think their idea is fine. I think they could still meet their needs with smaller signs and using the brick or stone for the amount of sign. I think that all that is still something that can be met in order to provide assistance for the people visiting the church.
I would agree that typically we are favorable for signage. This seems a little egregious compared to what the ask is, and I've heard no evidence suggesting why it's needed versus what the ordinance asks for, other than, to your point, Mr. King, they just like these better. So I think that's an argument. All right, I will take a motion to admit all the evidence in the record.
I move that we admit all the evidence presented in regard to this matter, including notices, receipts, maps, photographs, written documents, petitioner's application, and attachments, petitioner's detailed statement of reasons, the staff report prepared by the planning department, certified copies of the UDO and comprehensive plan, testimony of the petitioner, city planning staff, and any administrators, and all other exhibits presented be the oral written for consideration by this board in regard to this petition, you can include the testimony of those present this evening.
Motion by Mr. Knoll, second by Mr. Milborn. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Take a motion on request number 1 to allow a traffic direction sign to exceed 3 feet in height.
I move to deny the request.
Motion to deny, second by Mrs. Peters. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion is carried 5-0. Affirmative on the denial. Request number 2 to allow a traffic direction sign to exceed 6 feet in area.
Move that we deny this request.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Milborn to deny that request. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0 for denial. And then number 3, to allow a monument sign to not have a brick or stone base.
Move that we deny the request.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mrs. Peters. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion also carries 5-0 for denial. I direct Corporations Council to draft written findings of fact.
Having considered the statutory criteria, I move that we direct the Corporation Counsel's Office to draft written findings of fact regarding our decision on the variance request presented in variance petition number BCA 2025-035. Said findings to specifically incorporate the staff report and the evidence submitted into the record for consideration and adoption by the Board of Zoning Appeals as our final decision and final action regarding this petition at our next meeting.
Motion by Mr. Peters, second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. So they will not be able to move forward. I believe staff, they've got 2 options, well, 3 options. They can do nothing. They can get signs that meet code, or you can wait how long and come back with a better argument for a different type of sign.
I believe it's 1 year.
Okay. So, all right. Thank you. Next up is BZA 2025-036. This is the use variance for 712 Old Horseville Road. Petitioner is Kimberly Christ, requesting approval of a use variance in order to operate a home occupation salon in a residential large zoning district. So, no one in the building for this, so it appears that you are online, Ms. Chris.
Yes, I am.
Is there anyone else on? Does not appear there's anyone else online. So we do have visual, which is good. So hold 1 second here while I ask staff a question. Is everything in order?
Everything is in order and in our files.
It's in my copy, the ordinance and comprehensive plan.
All right, then, Ms. Chris, I'm going to have you raise your right hand and be sworn in by our secretary.
Do you swear and oath and under penalty of perjury, that's what's true to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, and then tell us why you are here.
I am here because basically I am no longer able to use my facility for my salon outside of my home. So I'm hoping to be able to create one in my home in order to help me be a better mother and wife to my family, as well as be able to work inside the home in order to help reduce travel time, etc.
Okay. And you submitted your answers to the statutory criteria. They are in the staff report, and do those reflect the answers you submitted?
Yes.
Okay. Anything in addition to what you just said and what you submitted that you want to add before I ask staff for their comments?
No.
All right, staff.
Thank you. Staff is recommending approval of this use variance. Where she's located is a dead end off the part of Worsville that, no one's going down, so there's not going to be, won't be any issues with traffic. There's enough driveways, plenty long enough for any parking. I don't see it causing any problems. The houses are on fairly large lots, so you're not going to have bothering neighbors. I think this makes sense. We do have, there are 5 conditions in the staff report. And I want to say in my conversations with the petitioner that these should not be a problem. Have you seen the staff report?
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Sorry.
The conditions make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. I just want to make sure, because I know talking to you before you mentioned all that, but I just want to make sure that came out right.
Yes, thank you.
So, okay.
We'll close the public hearing and open it up to the board. Mr. Moore?
I'm good.
Mr. Gilmore? Mr. King? Ms. Peters? And I am good. This one is pretty straightforward. I will take a motion to admit all the evidence into the record.
I move that we admit all the evidence presented in regard to this matter, including notices, receipts, maps, photographs, written documents, petitioner's application, attachments, petitioner's detailed statement of reasons, the staff report prepared by the planning department, certified copies of the UDO, and comprehensive plan, testimony of petitioner, city planning staff, and any administrators, and all other exhibits, be they oral or written, for consideration by this board in regard to this petition, and to include testimony of those present this evening.
Motion by Mr. Knoll, second by Mr. King. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Take a motion on the docket, which is to allow a use variance in order to operate a home occupation salon in a residential large zoning district.
I move that we approve the request with the 5 conditions in the staff report. 1, that the salon shall have no more than 1 station. 2, the external appearance of the structure in which the use is conducted shall not be altered to accommodate the home occupation use. 3, no expansion of existing off-street parking shall be permitted to accommodate the home occupation use. Furthermore, no additional parking burden due to the home occupation use shall be created. 4, no sign shall be permitted on the outside of the structure or on the property which draws attention to the home occupation. 5, in no event shall any home occupation cause or result in persons arriving at or entering the premises before 8 a.m. or after 8 p.m.
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Moll, to approve with the 5 conditions. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Take a motion to direct the corporation's counsel to draft written findings of fact.
Consider the statutory criteria, I move that we direct the corporation's council office to draft written findings of fact regarding decision on the variance request presented in variance petition or BZA 2025-036. Said findings specifically incorporate the staff report and evidence submitted into the record and for consideration and adoption by the Board of Zoning Appeals as our final decision and final action regarding this petition at our next meeting.
Motion by Mr. Mole, second by Mr. King. All those in favor raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. You are good to proceed, Ms. Chris. And again, we'll take final action in 2 weeks, but you do not need to be here. So
Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it.
thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. You do the same.
Next up in the agenda is the BZA and, well, I guess the BZA meeting scheduled calendar for next year.
Yes. That is, any questions, concerns?
Where's it
thoughts?
at?
I don't know.
We didn't get it.
You know what?
It wasn't
It's on the agenda.
Was it the link?
Yes.
None of my links work, so.
Oh,
so I did.
I assume it's not unusual compared to most years. No anomalies.
No. I think we moved one date because of a holiday.
Yes, one day, it's a holiday. We penciled in 3 trainings because they're 3 months, it's actually 4 months with 4 or 5 Mondays. But that's essentially, we're updating our UDO, and just based on the feedback and the timing of their meetings and presentations, we just want to have flexibility throughout the year.
Yep.
Can you send that out so I can mark my calendars?
Yeah.
Since the link didn't work.
Yeah, like Kevin,
Just have it as a separate.
the
document.
link off the agenda through the city website worked, but not,
I didn't try.
Emails
Just
to me
totally
didn't work.
missed that was on.
Yeah.
I didn't try it. Normally the links work for me.
well, the only reason I know is I'm putting it up from the city website.
The city work back up.
Yeah, so for some
All right,
reason the
I'll
link,
send it back out.
Yeah, you might have an issue with your, because you said it comes up with like.
Sometimes it'll come up with
Garbage.
something, but it won't be complete. It'll be mishmash.
Might
And it's
have
like,
like a PDF.
but my computer says it's good.
yeah, it was weird. It was weird that like, it should really be the same link.
I guess take a motion to approve the BCA calendar, right? Schedule. Or do we need to approve? I assume we have to
We can't
approve.
approve the PC one.
No.
Well,
I said.
you are, but you aren't.
You said.
Yeah, you can approve the BCA calendar.
I was trying to remember. I thought we did.
We always have.
Yeah.
I mean, no harm in it.
Motion by Mr. King to approve as written.
You're gonna be here too on those nights.
Second by Mr. Mole. All those in favor, raise a hand. All opposed, same sign. I am going to abstain since it does not apply.
That doesn't. We've told you that.
Motion carries 4-0. Any new business from the floor? Seeing none, any announcements?
I don't believe we have any announcements. Thank you for all of your hard work and everything you've done for this board, much longer than I've been here, so appreciate that. I'm sure you're ready for a break.
So a procedural question.
Yes.
We've not had a
And
position
that's the same
change
question I got.
in the middle of a year.
Mhm.
Do we need to re-elect,
You will at the next meeting, right?
right? Is that right, Terry?
Or do we do it as, just as interim until January when we do the normal elections?
I think you just elected one now, and then it comes with January.
Okay, so one for 3 months and that's
For the
it.
remainder.
Well, thank you. As I said, I've been through a lot of change with this board. This board has been in very good hands here since you all have come on board. So board twice, but I feel like it's gone very well. This is, to your point, I'm just ready. So trying to say no to more things. I feel like my life is getting busier as I get older instead of less busy. And so trying to spend more time with the family and the kids and those kind of things and get ready for grandkids. So and bowling, yes. Well, I should where my kids bowl, so that's part of it. Anyway, thank you all. Appreciate the
Thank you
doing all
for
this.
sticking with us.
Yep. All right. I'll have a motion to adjourn.
So
We are adjourned.